Hello guys and welcome everyone to today's edition of Low Fuel Motorsport and rFactor 2. Welcome to a little bit of a setup guide actually that we're going to do, and we are already live on the practice server that is currently already a bit crowded, which is awesome. Means we get a direct feedback also on how much time our improvements are hopefully worth. And Mac Moneybacks 98, thank you so much for a Twitch Prime subscription here on the channel. So we have 25 minutes to get a setup ready. We're keeping everything normal as it is. 40 liters of fuel for the moment. We do not change anything on the diff as we do not know how the car will feel. We keep the compound on the medium, because I do know that the tire wear is quite high on the tires. Very important. Minimum tire pressures for you guys. That is 100% required. I always, and that is personal liking though, put maximum pedal force to 100%. So when you really need it, it's there. And other than that, you have to probably a bit of a feeling in the left foot to control this stuff. Suspension, we just keep it right now as it is. Thumb rule, front right height as minimum as possible to get a little bit of a rake, to get a little bit of ground effect. And another thumb rule is to put in a detached or a really soft rear anti-roll bar. We're going to keep that for the moment. Going to see how this car feels. We're going to not change anything on the dampers first. Nothing on the wheel range. We just head out, see how the car feels. And then we see what we need to do setup wise. First of all, Papa Michi, put down the car specific FFB mold, because otherwise it's going to hurt to turn the wheel. So then we got 25 minutes to get ourselves a little bit of a decent setup together. Hopefully we move a bit back on the seat so that we see a bit better. And then don't be intimidated. This is the pit exit. So, and we're in the number, well, not in the number, but we're in the Infinity, in the rear wheel driven car. Just up because I like rear wheel driven the most, but that gives yourself a little bit of a challenge. As you can see, the front end is particularly lazy. And we need to find out how we get that to work. But for those of you guys that are usually more into GT3 running, I guess the rear wheel driven BTCC car is the smarter and most easy entry. Oops. Most easy entry into this. Bear with me, tower is interrupting a little bit, so I'm gonna turn the tower off and I'm gonna change the fuel regardless. Oh dear. I'm sorry. So, haven't had my eyes open because I was dealing with stuff. And to be fair with you, yes, I need to learn this track also a tiny little bit. This car has no traction control nor ABS or anything. Only the brake bias can be set. And for a rear wheel driven car, the brake bias is a bit far to the rear, I think. We're gonna check this though. So yeah, the car is pretty reluctant to turn. Remember, we have put the detached rear anti-roll bar. I already conclude that this probably hasn't been the smartest thing to do. As you can see, especially in the low speed turns, there is no rotation over the front whatsoever. In hindsight though, the car is pretty stable, which is obviously awesome. You surely don't want to have a sliding rear all the time, despite this is a rear wheel driven car, because otherwise you're gonna just use the tire way too hard. I'm not going to blame the car for being ahead of me now. But I think we could do a bit faster. Anyway, coming around final turn. Oh, four-wheel slide send. And then we're finishing the first lap somewhere in the 30s, I think. 30.5. Yeah, but again, I'm still learning the track a lot. And I already see, okay, we need a little bit more rear end rotation. So I need to fix this for sure. The good thing is the front is not, like the rear is not overreacting, which means all we need to do right now is we need to improve the front. And as soon as we improve the front, the rear should still stick on the ground, pretty much. At least that is my hope. Ah, should have not gone into fourth. Fourth for this kink, though. And this one is a bit dangerous, of course. To dive in more to that curb. So this is a track where you probably can't overtake that easy. Gonna see if I can make the move. Doesn't look too bad. Into the hairpin we go, and here's where the front end really suffers big time. Alright, let's have a check on the setup opportunities. So, as I mentioned, and I'm quickly checking if the view is alright now. Okay, it's still there. Why are you still there? You should not be there. TV overlay, get rid of it. Right, so into the setup we go. So first things first, I have done some clickies on the anti-roll bar. It's pretty soft. I'm gonna put it a bit more stiff. That will help the rotation, and I can put on a bit more rake. That will also help the rotation. Then ultimately we soften the front suspension by a few clicks on the anti-roll bar and on the spring rate, and then actually see how it feels. Should now be already a lot better in the low speed turns. And I guess we're gonna find out straight. Yes, Tobias, www.improveyourlaptime.com. Everything written together, no dashes or anything. So we're looking immediately if that is now just the setup being more aggressive on the rear, or whether that's just the cold tires. And then if you guys want to join us, we're going to do the race in 19 minutes here on the Low Fuel Motorsport system. SGM, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. So top speed we're reaching is 215. Want to see whether we can adjust the 6th gear, and honestly the rear end is already much more loose. Not significantly worse or bad, but one has to consider that, of course. So we are looking at 27.5. Remember, we are on the medium and we carry quite a bit of fuel with ourselves. Whoops. Bit too wide. Ah, the rear is already on the edge there. Mugoti, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Yeah, okay, we've overdone it, and that is how quickly it can go. But instead of now tightening the tightening the front again, because we need that rotation, I am going to put back the other rear end. And beyond that, I'll leave that for the moment to just see whether that fixes the issue. Also, on the gearing. Yep. That will surely help us a bit. Not sure how. Yeah, that's too short. That should be a good. That should be a good one. Right. Back out on track. Yeah, I can link the setup shop later when we're on free practice. Yeah, and to be a bit more aggressive on the brakes, I'm gonna put the brake bias a bit forward. Let's see if the adjusted gearing gets us a little thing. Especially, I hope, for some more power in 5th gear. Marvin, LFM is the best thing that could have happened to rFactor 2 at the moment. So we won some kph straight. Also, let me see. Oops. Engine mix 7. I am not sure. I think mix 7 is the push to pass one, so mix 6 is available in the race, I think. Yep, there he is. That is part of the planned tutorials that we're going to do for rFactor 2. But for the moment, we're focusing on getting the setup together. Bit more stability, like make use of the hill downwards, perfect. Heavy on the brakes, it's a 3rd gear. Can use 2nd for the exit then. Set up the car for the exit a little bit sloppy on the rear, it's perfect. Great stability into turn 3, amazing. Yeah, well, we would need to upshift right into 4th on the exit there. Alberto Testi, thank you for raiding us with a party of 13. Welcome everyone to a little bit of a setup guide here for the BTCC series on LFM. I hope you had a good stream. What were you guys doing? Latest braking for this turn. Still good on the Delta, despite losing a bit of momentum here on the exits. Way too far on the outside, losing tremendous time. Hinge in here on the curb, really make use of the curb. Good stuff. Knuddelmonster, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Bit late on the brakes, then hit the curb. And full send, acceleration. So we're coming in for a 29 at the very least. Mix 7 is indeed push to pass retro. Thank you for reminding. I wasn't quite sure about this anymore. Oh no. Okay, so we've done another lap, and I think we can give the front end still a bit more bite in general. Nick Martin, welcome. 1:30, you call this a good quality time. This is race fuel, what I'm doing right now. So engine mix 6. I want to put a bit more preload, which helps the stability on the braking, but I will open up the coast a click so that I have a little bit more open rear end, same with the power, and I'm gonna see if that works. This should give me overall much more rotation when being on throttle instead of understeer. And I adjust the brake bias to what I've set it to be in car. Esport Racing said, I didn't see your first message, I'm afraid. There you go. You do not need a license per se. This is a rookie class series, so you will enter the series as a rookie, and with that you're eligible to race in 12 minutes time. Registration closes in 7 minutes, and that should be good for you if you are already registered on LFM anyway. So here's where the open coast and where the open power, yeah, exactly, doing a little bit like this. It's not only helping on the rotation on the braking, it's also helping on the rotation on the throttle. And with that, this turn might indeed be a 4th gear, but I rather feel it to be a 3rd gear. Let's see. Quacker Westy, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon, Simracing World, welcome. So, now I need to move back on the 6th gear and put it up a click. I'm trying to do 3 or 4 laps in a row now to see how the tire behave. We have 8 minutes time until we need to leave the server and jump into the race server. Hey Ben, thank you for joining. Taking a little bit of a gap. Yeah, almost no 6th gear, only on the back straight really, and on the main straight. But again, I need to lengthen that 6th gear. A bit too much over the inside curb there. Look how much the diff opens the rotation and gives us an additional 10th into the hairpin. And out of turn 3. It gives us a little bit more performance. Let's see the uphill left-hander. In 3rd gear. Yeah, pulls us just a lot more out of... Wait. Oh dear. I was in the push to pass mix. Then this makes no sense. But why did I go into the push to pass mix then in the first place? Maybe I was already in the correct mix. Then I'm sorry about this. Anyway, gives us the opportunity. We need a bit longer gearing for push to pass in the first place. So that isn't a big deal. And then last but not least, for the rear end to be a little bit more gentle on acceleration. We're going to put the slow bump 4 clicks softer. That means as soon as we hit the throttle, the car is not just going straight sideways, and we stiffen up the front rebound, as that means on one hand with the front rebound, the weight being a little bit longer on the front, moving slowly or a bit more slowly towards the rear, and with a softer slow bump, the weight coming from the front is easier handled on the suspension as soon as it like moves to the back, which should help in a greater overall rear balance. The car will still swing around like it just did, but overall there should be, especially here on the exits, as soon as you hit the throttle, then the car shouldn't over rotate and making me counter steer like it did in the last lap a lot of times. On the exits should just help the rear on the exit with a little bit more stability. That means also up the hill here, we're not pin it out in 3rd gear, not too much of a rear slide but more settled rear. I think you can see that straight away. Typhon, hello and welcome, thank you for joining. That should give us overall a good opportunity. I'm checking double with the mix. Whoops. 6 out of 7 is correct, because 7 out of 7 would be push to pass. And I'm afraid I need to do a little bit more of setup work overall, but I'm going to just give this 3 or 4 more laps. Yeah, exactly. We're running the 2022 car. Fifth gear, taking down the speed and taking up the momentum up the hill. A bit too late on the brakes, locking up there. That wasn't obviously as intended. Is that a track limit? Yes, it is. Look on the Delta. Much, much, much better than the 4th gear. Going up the hill, taking a little bit more momentum. Half a tenth one there straight away. Front end is biting enough to my liking. It's alright. The 4th gear we go. Maximizing the track usage here. Very important that you take the full send on that little kink, because that just opens up all the way into the turns. Much more momentum taken here. Too aggressive. If you go too aggressive into the turns, the car's gonna slide and slip. Anyway, so don't do that. Very important when it comes down to tire wear in the end. Like, this is a proper qualifying driving, but in the race you need to take a step back a little. Again, track limits. Too early at the apex. Way too early at the apex. Yeah, we're way too aggressive here. I'm gonna do one final... Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna do one final clicky. Which is bringing the camber down a little. As these tires, the new tire model appreciates a little lower camber than what is... Oh, is that already minimum? Interesting. So we put out a little lower camber. Gonna go out for one final time, and then we need to jump on into the race server that opens in 4 minutes. Let me quickly double check. I think... Yep, I am registered. Perfect. So 22 drivers. It's going to be amazing. DJ, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. And unarguably, the first lap is by a good mile the best one that you can have with a car. So I need to take it a bit more easy into 3, so you don't run too wide on the exit. And this is just great. JT, why would you think... Why is the 2021 car faster? I thought the 2022 is. Is it? Because the... But it has no push to pass, right? You mean in 2021 the mix The mix 7 is the standard mix, and in 2022 the mix 7 is the push to pass mix, or what? Yeah, much better. Wait, 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 wait. Give it a little bit of throttle. Amazing. With 2/10 up. Perfectly into turn 3. Maybe a little bit too much slip in the beginning of the turn. Then here you wait a bit with the apex. No, you don't. Nicodem, thank you so much with a rate of 13 here on the channel. Much appreciated. So, I think I'm gonna just set... Let me see, can I set another lap? It's going a bit too tight, actually. Anyway, we save the set. Q50, Brands Hatch. And then we're gonna jump into our race session here on low fuel motorsport. Better say we wait for another 40 seconds until it spawns. Nicodem, how was your stream? What were you guys doing? Hope you had a good one. You got 6 mixes on 2021 Max and mix 7 PTP on 2022 above 120 kph. Yes, Retro, but what is the engine, the general engine power on mix 6 then? Ben, I think they're currently checking a little bit more about the system first before they get into endurance racing. And for those that were interested about the setup guide, here you find the link to the setup guide itself. Oh, not the setup guide, the setup shop. Sorry about that. Setup shop I was referring to. I hope you still understand me because I'm getting a coffee right now. And as soon as... Wait, I think the registration should now be open. Perfect. We're gonna join the server. Click no. And then click Steam. And then here we go. We're gonna run this race again in 2 hours on a Traction GG live stream, by the way. So it won't be the only time tonight that we're doing this. So we are now looking. Widescreen, loving it. Drive. So I need to understand this, so I'm checking up the cars. But there is no information on it, right? New P2P system. I'm taking, yeah, well, I don't know which car to take, really. I'm taking the 2022 one. Whatever. Or... Retro, help me real quick. Mix 6 is faster than on 2021 than Mix 6 on 2022, yeah? You know what? I just trust you and do it. 2021 it is. Gilnash, yes. The engine mixture system is like engine mixture on ACC as well. So here we are, here we go. Onto the server in the free practice, no driving for us. We could think about a last to first. Let's see though. What we're going to do is reload our setup, turning down the fuel. And we put the, oh, not the hard, but the soft tire. Could probably also run the hards, but let's see. 30 minutes, race coming up. So 30 seconds. Actually driving in free practice was prohibited, I thought. Okay, so setting, yep, tower, qualifying car data. Here we go. 22 people. I'm gonna see how our pace is looking and what we're going to do. So here we go. Qualifying it is 21-degree track temp, which is nice. Because that means... at the very back. Great! This means we can quite push the car a bit. Gil Nash, no, this is not fixed. Mark, try to rejoin because you can surely change setup things. I thought I would have been put... Me stupid, I forgot to load the setup, right? I have again 7 mixers on it. But whatever. It is what it is now. Tires. Soft. Soft. And we go again. Let me see if the push to pass is even available. So no push to pass for me, which means, yeah, I should be able to set it into mix 7. Soft tire, grip galore. Retro watt setting is now fixed. I love that curb so much. Oh, those tires, like, they are screaming for mercy when it comes to the thermal deck. And for the actual tire wear, of course. $29.8 to beat. We're currently 4/10 up on that, roughly. Hey Janos, yep, this is LFM indeed. 6 gears looking good in duration. This is surely a reborn for RF2. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Ah, wrong gear. F. Well, so much about Grinder going for P1. Gilnash rFactor 2 is certainly known for having the best force feedback around, that's for sure. So it's no surprise in that way, or in that regard. Anyway, we're trying to make up for this. 5 minutes 20 gone already. Oh, later. $28.3 to beat, and I think that is a pretty darn quick lap time. Ah. Hey Frederick, how you doing? Event didn't took place. The setup will be posted on the setup shop once it's finished. Damn it. Messed up the entry. Are we really half a second up? That would be surprising. It seems like we're half a second up. Coming around final turn. Maximum send. $28.0. $1.88 liters used. So I'm gonna do a little bit of race prepping now, because I need to know how to start this machine. We're taking the mediums for the race, and we're taking 30 times 60 divided by 88, 21 times 1.9, 40 liters of fuel indeed. And then we're going to do one test start. I'm not too big of a fan of the stock car, to be honest. So guys, I'm going to try it last to first challenge. Let's see how good this will be going. What I'm going to do now, of course, is a little bit of a test start so that I know how to start this car. Copy understood. So 40 laps of them fuel. Medium tire, 16. We're gonna nurse them a bit. We're gonna have to nurse them a bit. No, Frederick, we don't do any AMA. $99 Edril, thank you so much for your follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Welcome. I'm driving the Q50. Mediums. You think we can do it on the soft? I am a bit too scared that the soft is just falling apart in the end. Exactly. Rear wheel driven infinity. So, and as I have promised you guys. Last to first challenge galore. Here we go. So would have had pole, would I? 28-0, yeah. Can we win it though? 074 Taurus, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Guys, we're lacking just 26 followers to hit 4,000 Twitch followers. I just found out. And I think we're also just lacking 7 or 8 subscribers on the YouTube channel for hitting 5,900 subscribers. That would be amazing if we do it. How much fuel, Mark? I think 40 liters gonna do the job. If I haven't done any calculation or mistake. It's probably just 20 laps, so maybe 38 might do the job as well, but I'm taking the 2 for some extra care. Although, I mean, nah, 38 could actually do the job, I think. Retro, you know it. Tell us, RetroQuan, how much fuel do we need? So 30 minutes to get ourselves into P1. Can we do it? You go 1 lap over with fuel, so 40 liters it is. Because you never know. Ooh, now I thought it's died. Gertz LFM, have you already explained how to adjust the tires correctly? What you mean how to adjust the tires correctly? Kefko, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. So 1 minute. Copy. That's how we're going to do it. Christ, I think for the moment it's only Alpine and BTCC indeed. Anyway, guys, 15 seconds till we go. Enjoy. Ah, stupid Michi. Just stole the car nicely. But we would have not have had the space anyway. So we're on the medium tire. Let's see how much we can make it work with that. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is not going to end well, 3Y. Magic Tap, thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Oh, we also had another follower. Bear with me for a moment. Belirari, thank you so much for your follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. So, P16 after starting 23rd. What is the gap to the lead? 10 seconds. So this is where the rear-wheel driven car is in big advantage on the acceleration, traction zones out of the turns. Because we can just put the power down and rotate the car. Whereas the front-wheel driven cars, they just start to understeer off. Might have some issues into the braking zones though. As the front-wheel driven car is loads better with the braking. But that's going to be alright. Taking it easy as much as we can on these tires. No. Half a cut point. My first safety rating incident. Oh no. There is no space. Oh. 2 freebies. Awesome. Now ditch into the turn. Have a send. Ah. Oof. Yeah, I told you. On the brakes, the car is not as good as the front-wheel driven cars. But still, people that are used to the GTs or LMPs or whatever, to the higher class cars, they're used to the rear wheel drive, hence why I picked this car for the moment. P11 it is. Here we go. Matteo De Luca, thank you for your subscription on the YouTube channel, appreciate it. 12 seconds gap to the lead. We are coming, or we pretend trying to come. This is obviously also part of the setup guiding, part of the setup testing. To have a setup ready that is good enough to run in the endurance. Well, not in the endurance series, of course, but to run long enough without being overusing the tires or doing other stupid things like sliding around like this. This is obviously part of the testing that we need to do. I'm afraid unless those guys in the front doesn't kill their tires completely, it's just not going to be too easy for me to get completely up to them. Let me see what they are lapping. 28.7. Due to the traffic that I'm encountering here, obviously I'm running a good bit slower. I need to go for the send. Nick Nipples, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Oof. Not the best corner actually to make a move. Lose loads of momentum. Ui, ui, ui. E9 it is. I see blue flags already. Sorry, mate. Didn't want to scare you there. Don't get the car into a slide. Rather have it understeering. Awesome. Matteo, what do you mean with an overall setup meta overview? someone is bonking into the gravel there. The 8. Late send. Sorry, bro. So, and then we are looking to catch the top guys. 14 seconds to the very front. I mean, yeah, we got 22 minutes to go, but Jesus Christ, we need to have some long respiration on the pace. Yeah, don't want to be on the outside here for sure. Well, there is no such thing as a base setup that just works for every car. We're gonna topic it a little bit within the rFactor 2 tutorials that I'm going to publish soon. Thank you, Simracing World. Tomonus, this is the Infinity Q50 British Touring Car Championship car. Yeah, the only meter that really works for rFactor 2 is minimum tire pressures all around. Oh, what do we have here? I understand this was a freebie out of the top 3 or so. So, what are we looking at? 16 seconds. Yep, Michi. Although this is now probably the first free lap that we get. But the tires are already overheating. I really believe that if I can take a little bit care of the tires, that I'm going to be able to catch the guys. This is the Q50 is, I think, the only rear-wheel driven car from the available BTCC cars at the moment. I think the rest is front-wheel driven. Retrocorn with a soft or with which tire? Because I'm happy to tell you that I got a tire deck of close to 4 on the left side. And remember, I'm running the medium. So 29.1 versus some 29.6 at the front. So I'm gaining, but at this stage I would need at least two seconds a lap nearly to really make it up to the front. But if I can keep that pace and the front guys are starting to struggle more on these tires, you never know. It's just, yeah, you're losing too much time in the beginning of a race like this. Nah, I have all tires on medium. And the left-hand side is screaming. Oh, and now I'm screaming. Woo! Sorry about that. Oh dear. I guess that's what people call entertaining, or entertainment. So, the front is doing 29.9, 29.6, and we are doing 29.8, despite the mistake. So let's see how close we can bring this down. Problem is those tires even overheat in that slow speed turns when you try not to slide it that much at all. And probably in all the left-hand turns you can send it hard with the car. Mr. Follick. He should be right ahead of us. Is that the first sign of tires giving up? I do see them from the rFactor 2 broadcaster tool, which is like a live timing on my top board. So Bro down with a 29.6, coming in with a 29.5. In other news, too slow to really make this a race. Yo, Cameron. Doing great, doing good. How about you? No, I don't prefer racing off the wheel. I don't know, people have always asked me, but I'm not bothered. Yeah, I feel more connected with the car, despite I have 2 steering wheels ahead of me, but whatever. Going a bit backwards with the brake bias. Yes, I'm losing some elo, but right now I got pretty low elo anyway, so I enjoy having a bit low elo and do a little bit of last to firsts. $29.5, we did 29.6. So yeah, it's not like I really have a pace advantage, to be honest. I blame the setup. It's not finished. P4 might probably be the maximum at this race. Well, why no other wheel for me? Simply because I love one size fits it all. The only thing this racing is obviously bad for my personal stats, such as races you have participated in, number of wins, number of podiums. Thank you. So yes, for that stat, that race obviously is not good. Poetsy. Oder, also ich kenne keine anderen Ligen, außer die, die du aufzählst. So already here my car is now starting to get slower. Or is simply not quick enough. I hardly do any running with those BTCC cars. It shall not be an excuse, but it is what it is. And also I'm trying to not completely go bananas on the tire. 29.8 from the lead. I do 29.5. There's a bit of a chance for us now. Should go into second gear. Artur, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the first to first challenge when we're doing this again on the Traction GG stream tonight. Starting 8 PM. Twitch TV/Traction GG. We're gonna race this series again. We're also gonna race the Alpine series again. And there we're trying to do it 2 out of 2 on the wins. So that we can actually pretend that we're a good rFactor 2 sim racer, because right now the winning rate is 33% after this race. Ah, he's on the hards even. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Finally. It's awesome to go 270 degrees to the left and then be on the outside lane. Or go to the right and be on the outside lane. Sorry about that. GP897, thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Welcome. So, I can completely forget about the win. But now it depends on the other people's tire situation. Full send. Hey Luca, welcome. I'm not sure about what clicky boys I want to do in the setup, to be honest. Because it feels pretty neutral. Surprisingly, it's using too much of the left tires. That has more to do with the track rather than with the actual setup. Oh, sorry. And that way you're never gonna go quack. And if I really think I have a setup advantage over the cars ahead, and a driving advantage from keeping the tires in check for at least 3/4 of the race, then now is the time to use the tires. Ah, Mr. Mauer's Emporium. Sorry to hear that. I hope till you took the Barriers Cafe you enjoyed the race. So, Donut is doing 29.5. Can't keep up with that. It's a 0.7 here. But Romero is doing 30.0 and Mr. Hart had a cut lap. Ooh, yeah. Bit too far on the outside. F. Backby, hello, welcome. Shredded the rear. Oh no. I hope we didn't touch, because he went flying to the barriers. So, 6.5 minutes. We're gaining on hard. Pretty hard. Let's keep gaining, but I think it's too much of a stretch, especially since now I feel my rears. I don't like front-wheel driven cars, no, Lionel. I'm happy that this BTCC is rear-wheel driven. So 8 seconds to Mr. Hart. He's doing 31.5. I can do seconds faster than that. Just obviously need to get the laps together. And don't spinala or anything stupid. Keep the rear tires a bit happy and we'll be good. So we put the brake pressure a bit to the front again. We wait till the car turns and rotates and it's not as bad. This is the Infiniti Q50, rear-wheel driven BTCC car. And we keep gaining, 5 minutes to go. I think also sadly only 5 laps to go. So I need to hope that Dean is keep suffering from his tires more and more and more. Actually just 4 laps to go. I also do not really like driving the stock car. I know Yanni will slay me, but it is what it is. I think the Indy car is the only real American car that I sort of appreciate. Anything else is just no goodie. 4 laps to go. Here we come. Hallo. 5 Minuten oder 10. Copy and use F2000 is awesome. Juweli. Wie war dein Tag? Geht. Five and a half seconds, here we go. Guck mal, da ist der Gutschein noch in der Tüte. Und das Auto. Is it even going to be the full distance? It's quite tight there, I think. Five seconds. Still on the cup. Ooh. So guys, 2 laps to go. Potentially, I don't think I can do hard. Just the pace difference isn't too big. Oh, he crashed. Here we go. Push, push. 2.5 to go. Okay, he didn't crash, but he... Oh, it's going to be interested. Is it going to go for the extra lap or not? That will be pretty darn interesting. Oof. No cut. 2.5 seconds. Yeah, now I'm completely killing these tires. So guys, if you appreciate the racing that we do, then please follow up on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Guys, we're lacking 23 more follows for hitting 4,000 on Twitch lately. And we're also just lacking 6 more subscribers for 5,900 on YouTube. So you guys keep pushing about the setup that we've done. I'm gonna bring that, well, I'm gonna finalize it at some point and then bring it up to www.improveyourlaptime.com, our setup shop, where we're selling the setups and everything, where we also offer coaching. And if you also are looking for coaching, then hit me up on Discord. Explanation mark Discord into the chat gives you our community Discord, or you send me email at simracing@michi-hoya.com. Jixer and Back to the Wolf, thank you so much for the follow as we go into the final lap. And you see Mr. Hart is struggling big time there. Here we go. Is he out of fuel? He is out of fuel. I can't believe it. P3 it is. Bono need to do better calculation. I think no more fuel drama, and then we have another race in an hour and 10 minutes on the Traction GG channel. And I'm looking forward to there hopefully take pole and maybe a win. Yanni will be pushing me towards that for sure. He's not happy with last to first challenges. Well, this is the last to first challenge though. We started dead last, P23. We're finishing, well, we're about to be finishing in P3. And then we're gonna quickly have a look into the results. Well, there's not much to be said about them results really. It's going to be a P3. And then we're going to enjoy a little bit of dinner, a little bit of a break. Then we hit the Traction GG channel with another race here in the BTCC around Brands Hatch, and the Alpine Cup car around Lime Rock Park without the chicken. So we're gonna go a little bit of ski jumping there over the hill. Yes, Yanni, I know. We're gonna do the testing after everything. It's gonna be great. What is the track selection anyway? It's Tira. Hello. Doing good. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for coming to this stream. So we had a little bit of a setup guide today. The setup is alright. I think you can see that you can race it over half an hour. To be fair, rears are dead. Rear left is 17% left. So retro, I am amazed how you can do half an hour with a soft, because I would have been dead. Thank you, Jenny. Daytona, Portland, with a shorter gear ratio. Nah. Now I'm surprised though. But anyway, yes, Yerne, you're watching because of you love the content, I know. New setups, copy. So they changed track selection because we had an idea. Is that what actually happened? Yeah, anyway, guys. Yeah, a quick look. Once we come to pit roads, well, I think that the results obviously processed still a little bit. It was a single split racing anyway. We're taking away some points. I'm interested in the incident count, really, because this time we got our first incident. Don't touch the wall. We touched the wall. That means more incidents. Ah, yeah. I stalled it. Okay, so we are looking, and then, guys, in 1 hour, we're back live on the Traction GG channel for another episode of this race. And then we're gonna jump straight into the Alpine Cup car just 5 minutes after. Heckisek, thank you for joining. Quitzy, thank you for joining. To do the softs, I take a lot of time with testing. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if a lot of time with testing would have helped me. Perhaps I would have just need to go super soft on any suspension whatsoever. Anyway, here we are, waiting on the results to be processed. JT, where did you finish? You were in the race as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Jetsbuntu, thank you. So, we're already... Are we already? Yeah, we're registered for that race already. And we're also going to register for the Lime Rock Park race in an hour and a half. Ah, we're signed up for that as well. I've actually gone ahead in my planning for once. So, yeah, we need a little bit of waiting still. The qualifying result, it still puts me P1 despite I was disqualified. On the race result, there is still processing going on. Last to first is just very uncool for less experienced drivers. You're pushing early race. Have you felt being pushed off the track by me? Pavel, yes, sometimes I do ACC as well, of course. Should be a P6 for you, so we're gonna check on the results. There should only really be that one server. Anyway, guys, I'm bringing this to an end. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for having a look today on our setup guide on our last to first challenge. Views from Vienna, I'm happy to talk to you about last to first challenges. I can assure you that the next two races are not going to be last to first challenges, because we need to ramp up our winning rate a bit. I hope I can do so. So we're gonna find out later anyway. And yeah, beyond that, guys, thank you for joining. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please, again, if you appreciate the content, make sure you follow up on Twitch and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make this community grow. Come back for more sim racing and enjoy your Tuesday evening. See you. Bye bye.